Keefe D., also known as Dwayne Keith Davis, has claimed that he tried for years to collect a $1 million payment from Sean Diddy Combs in connection with the murder of Tupac Shakur. Keefe D., a former gang member and reputed drug dealer, alleges that Diddy had offered the substantial sum in exchange for the killing of the iconic rapper. According to Keefe D., despite his repeated attempts over the years to secure the promised payment, he was never able to collect the money. This revelation adds another layer to the long-standing and complex narrative surrounding Tupac's murder, which remains one of the most infamous unsolved cases in the history of hip-hop. The allegations against Diddy, one of the most influential figures in the music industry, are particularly explosive given his successful career and public persona. Keefe D's claim suggests a direct connection between the East Coast-West Coast rap feud of the 1990s and the violent death of Tupac Shakur, highlighting the darker side of the rivalry that defined an era in hip-hop culture. Keefe D has reportedly spoken about his involvement in the murder before, but his latest statements intensify the scrutiny on the circumstances surrounding Tupac's death and the various individuals who may have been involved. The credibility of Keefe D's claims has been a subject of debate, as he has a history of criminal activity and has made conflicting statements in the past. Nonetheless, his assertions continue to capture public attention and fuel ongoing speculation about what really happened on the night Tupac was gunned down in Las Vegas in September 1996. The potential implication of a high-profile figure like Diddy adds a sensational element to the narrative, further complicating the search for truth in a case that has perplexed investigators and fans for decades. While Keefe D's accusations have not led to any legal consequences for Diddy, they persist as a significant point of interest in the cultural and legal discourse surrounding the murder of Tupac Shakur. Keefe D's allegations have reignited discussions about the broader implications of Tupac Shakur's murder within the music industry and its associated subcultures. His statements suggest that financial incentives and personal vendettas were at play, further complicating the public's understanding of the motives behind Tupac's assassination. Tupac, who was a central figure in the West Coast rap scene, was known for his outspoken nature and his music that often addressed themes of social injustice, violence, and rivalry. His death marked a significant moment in the history of hip-hop, symbolizing the tragic consequences of the intense feuds that characterized the era. Keefe D's claims are particularly notable given his previous involvement with law enforcement. He has provided detailed accounts of the night Tupac was shot, implicating himself and others in the crime. According to Keefe D., he was in the car from which the fatal shots were fired, and he has named his nephew, Orlando Anderson, as the shooter. Anderson, who was a member of the Southside Compton Crips, was long suspected of involvement in Tupac's murder but was never charged and was himself killed in a gang-related shooting in 1998. The alleged connection between Diddy and the murder of Tupac Shakur has far-reaching implications for the reputations of those involved. Diddy, who was a key player in the East Coast rap scene and the founder of Bad Boy Records, has built an empire in the music and entertainment industry. Any substantiated link to Tupac's death would severely tarnish his legacy and raise questions about the ethics and practices within the music business during that tumultuous period. The ongoing fascination with Tupac's murder is partly due to the numerous conspiracy theories that have emerged over the years. From allegations of police corruption to claims that Tupac faked his own death, the case has never lacked for speculation and intrigue. Keefe D's recent statements add yet another dimension to these theories, suggesting that the violence that took Tupac's life was orchestrated and financially motivated. Despite the passage of time, Tupac Shakur remains a legendary figure whose influence extends beyond music into the realms of activism, film, and popular culture. His murder, therefore, is not just a criminal case but a significant cultural event that continues to impact the hip-hop community and the broader public. Keefe D's efforts to collect the alleged payment from Diddy underline the deep entanglements of money, power, and violence that defined the rap scene of the 1990s. The legal and investigative responses to Keefe D's claims have been mixed. While some view his statements as credible insider accounts that could potentially lead to new developments in the case, others dismiss them as self-serving or sensationalist. Law enforcement has faced criticism over the years for its handling of the investigation, with some arguing that a lack of resources, combined with the complexities of gang affiliations and the entertainment industry, hindered a thorough resolution. Ultimately, Keefe's allegations serve as a reminder of the unresolved nature of Tupac Shakur's murder and the lingering questions about who was responsible and why. As long as these questions remain unanswered, the fascination with Tupac's life and death will likely continue, fueled by new revelations, confessions, and the enduring legacy of one of hip-hop's most enigmatic figures. Keefe's allegations against Diddy underscore the murky intersections of fame, wealth, and criminality, reminiscent of real-life scenarios where public personas are contrasted with their alleged private actions. This situation parallels other high-profile cases where celebrities have faced accusations that starkly contradict their public images. For example, figures like O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby have seen their reputations dramatically shift due to criminal accusations and subsequent legal battles. In each case, the gap between public perception and private behavior has been a focal point of media scrutiny and public fascination. In the realm of hip-hop, the case of Tupac Shakur's murder and the ongoing allegations exemplify the broader cultural and social dynamics that were at play during the 1990s rap scene. This period was marked by the infamous East Coast-West Coast feud, which saw rivalries not just as musical contests but as intense personal vendettas that often escalated into violence. The deaths of both Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. are the most tragic and notable outcomes of this feud, illustrating how the music industry's competitive nature can have deadly consequences. Keefe's claims about trying to collect a payment from Diddy for years highlight the persistent nature of such allegations and the complexities involved in resolving them. The difficulty in verifying these claims and the lack of concrete evidence can be compared to many real-life cases where accusations linger without leading to definitive legal outcomes. This situation raises critical questions about justice and accountability, particularly when powerful individuals are involved. The notion that Diddy, a highly influential figure in the music industry, could be implicated in such a serious crime creates a tension between his public achievements and the alleged behind-the-scenes actions. My opinion on this matter is that it serves as a reminder of the multifaceted nature of human behavior and the often hidden dimensions of the entertainment industry. While Keefe's accusations might seem far-fetched or sensational to some, they reflect a broader truth about the potential for criminal elements to intersect with seemingly glamorous and successful careers. The persistence of these allegations also underscores the need for thorough and unbiased investigations to ensure that justice is served, regardless of an individual's status or power. Moreover, Keefe's story highlights the ongoing cultural fascination with Tupac Shakur, whose life and death continued to captivate audiences. Tupac's legacy as a groundbreaking artist and activist ensures that any new information related to his murder is met with intense public interest. This enduring intrigue speaks to Tupac's significant impact on music and culture, as well as the unresolved nature of his death that leaves fans and observers yearning for closure. In conclusion, the comparison to real-life scenarios where public figures face serious allegations reveals the complex layers of human behavior and societal dynamics. Keefe's allegations against Diddy, whether ultimately proven or not, contribute to the ongoing narrative of Tupac Shakur's murder and its place in the annals of hip-hop history. They serve as a potent reminder of the darker aspects of fame and the enduring quest for truth in cases that capture the public imagination.